Good afternoon, girls. Girls, let's continue with the chapter Magnetic Effect of Electric Current. Yesterday we started with the chapter and I told you what is a magnet. A magnet is a substance which attracts the pieces of iron or it attracts the magnetic materials. Then we also discussed about what are the properties of the magnet. So we quickly recap it. That is, any magnet will have two poles, north and south, right? Attraction and repulsion is maximum at the poles. Then like poles repel each other, unlike poles attract each other. Fine. Then if you leave a magnet or if you suspend a magnet freely, it will always align itself in the north-south direction. And we also discussed the magnetic field of the magnet, right? The region around the magnet up to which the magnetism can be felt or the magnetic force can be experienced, that area or that region is called magnetic field. So today we are going to discuss about what is magnetic field once again, then how do we represent the magnetic field, right? So we begin with the topic magnetic field. Now when I say magnetic field, as I told you yesterday, this is a magnet, north and south are the poles. The region around the magnet where the attraction of the object can be felt, right? So this region is called magnetic field. If any iron object is within the field, there will be attraction. If it is beyond the field, there will be no attraction or there will be no experience of any magnetic force. Now, how do we see? This is invisible. You cannot see the magnetic field. So how do we represent the magnetic field? Magnetic field is represented by magnetic lines of force, right? Magnetic field, since it is invisible field, it is represented by the magnetic lines of force, right? So if we draw a magnet showing north and south, the magnetic lines of force begin from north and move towards the south. So there are magnetic lines of force which can be represented like this, right? So if you want to show the direction, you will always show it from north to the south. Then down also, this side also we can show here and here, right? So these are magnetic lines of force which are representing the magnetic field. So the direction of the magnetic lines of force always is from north to the south. They are actually continuous curves, or we can say they form a loop, right? To complete the loop, to complete the loop, they have to move from inside the magnet, they have to move from south to the north. So what is happening? Every magnetic line of force will move from north to south outside the magnet, but inside the magnet it will move from south to north to complete this loop, because every magnetic line of force is forming a continuous loop, right? Is it clear to you? So this is a representation of the magnetic lines of force, right? Now also remember that magnetic lines of force do not intersect, means no two magnetic lines of force will intersect. Like if I am assuming means we are taking an assumption that suppose a magnetic line of force intersect, right? We are assuming, actually they do not intersect, but we are assuming that they intersect. So at this point they are intersecting. Now at this point, if I want to show the direction of the magnetic field, it will be shown by a tangent. You know what is a tangent? We discussed tangent in class 9th when we were discussing the uniform circular motion. So similarly here also, at this point, the tangent will be drawn in two different directions, right? Here and suppose here. Now any magnetic field around a magnet cannot have two directions. It can only have one direction. Therefore, our assumption is wrong. Hence, we can say that no two lines or no two magnetic lines of force intersect each other. Okay, so you can go through this once again. It is given in your book also. So these are the magnetic lines of force representing the magnetic field. Then there is a direction of the magnetic field beginning from north to the south. They form a continuous loop. Outside the magnet they move from north to the south, and to complete the loop inside the magnet they move from south to the north, right? So this is how we represent the magnetic field or the magnetic lines of force. Magnetic lines of force are also called the field lines, right? Now, how you can understand the magnetic field lines, there's one activity which you can perform at home if you have these with you, right? North and south are the two poles of the magnet. If you keep iron dust, what is iron dust? Or we can say iron fillings. If you keep the iron fillings close to this magnet, definitely there will be attraction, right? Now that attraction of the iron fillings, they will form a pattern, okay? Those iron fillings will form a pattern, right? And you will find that there will be maximum iron fillings attached here and this point, because attraction is maximum at the poles, and those field lines will form a pattern. Those iron fillings will form a pattern of this. They will have a specific pattern when you will observe them, if you are able to conduct this activity. Like I can show you in the book, it's given this. So this is how they will arrange. You can refer your book and check that when iron fillings are kept close to the north-south poles of the magnet, then there will be attraction. Attraction will be maximum at the poles and they will form a pattern, right? So this is also one, yes, this is one activity to understand the magnetic field lines or lines of force. Then if you take a magnet, right? If you take a magnet and near this magnet you bring a compass needle, right? Compass needle. Do you know what is a compass needle? Compass needle shows the direction. I had it. Yeah, 1 minute, excuse me. This is a compass needle, right? This shows a direction. So if you bring this near a magnet, it will show the deflection, right? And it will point in the north-south direction, right? Because this also behaves like a magnet. So this is what a compass needle is. If you have it at home, you can check out. If you bring it near the magnet, there will be deflection seen in the magnet, or in the not in the magnet, sorry, in the magnetic needle. This is also a magnetic needle. Now if you keep a magnetic needle, we can understand how the formation of the magnetic lines of force actually takes place. If you keep a magnetic needle near this and if you try to form if you try to form, you will see that the pointer is pointing here. Then when you keep it at this point, it will point here. If you keep on moving the compass needle near the magnet, you will see that if you join these points, you will find this kind of pattern being formed, right? So we can say that a compass needle gets deflected when brought near the magnet, and if you bring it near the magnet, if you plot the points around the magnet, you will find that it will form a pattern, right? And this pattern can be made here also, because magnetic field lines is all around the magnet, and therefore we can say that they form a continuous loop. Outside the magnet they move from north to south, and inside the magnet they move from south to the north. So this is magnetic field or the magnetic lines of force, which are also called the field lines. Now what is the use of these magnetic lines of force? Number one, they represent the magnetic field. Then they actually show the direction of the magnetic field, right? We can also come to know where is a magnetic field direction, where is the strength of the magnetic field maximum, right? Because of the at this point it is maximum because of the poles have the maximum attraction. and magnetic field has both magnitude as well as direction. So we can say that it is a vector quantity and it is measured in the unit called Tesla. Okay, so what you will do today, you will read the chapter and you will listen to my video and you will try to understand it, right? You will listen to my video, you will listen to my explanation, understand it, read the chapter, and whatever points I have given to you, you learn them, and we will then continue in the next week. My class will be on Monday and Tuesday, so I will continue on Monday and Tuesday, and till then you revise everything what we have completed. Okay, thank you.